Russia launches largest drone attack on Ukraine since start of invasion, says Ukrainian military.
Here's a summary of the article.
Kyiv, Ukraine. Russia on Saturday morning launched its most intense drone attack on Ukraine since the beginning of its full-scale invasion in 2022, targeting the capital city for over 6 hours, military officials said. The attack was the most massive air attack by drones on Kyiv, said Serhiy Popko, head of the Kyiv city administration. Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Yuri Inat confirmed later that the air defenses shot down 66 air targets over the capital and surrounding region throughout the morning. The wounded included an 11-year-old child, according to Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko. The assault on Kyiv began at 4 a.m., continuing in waves, and caused power outages in 77 residential buildings and 120 institutions, according to Popko. Ukraine's energy ministry said 17,000 people were without power in the Kyiv region as a result of the attack, noting that 4 power lines were damaged. In addition to Kyiv, the Sumy, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhzhia, Mykolaiv and Kirovohrad regions were also targeted.
This post received a score of 2700, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
No coincidence they did this on Holodomor Memorial Day.
RIP to the millions of Ukrainians who were forcibly starved by town blockades. Trapped Ukrainians within these areas would die from starvation because all available food would eventually be gone. This massacre against Ukrainians was almost erased from history during the existence of the Soviet Union. It was remembered by older Ukrainians who remained silent but never forgot what happened.
Equipment and property doesn't quite cover it. They took every scrap of food they could find. The last handful of flour would be taken from a family of 5.
71 out of 75 of them were shot down and over 40% of them were shot down by advanced fire teams. Ukraine have been training for this for ages, so as soon as they know the direction the attack is coming from, advanced teams with SUVs and other vehicles move out along that axis and shoot down the drones as they come in. They use everything from Gepards to pickup trucks with 25mm cannon to MANPADS or even ordinary machine guns, and in killing 40% of them they hugely reduce the strain on the rest of the expensive anti-air network. Ukraine are saving their defenses for when Russia inevitably starts launching huge waves of cruise missiles at Ukraine's energy infrastructure again over winter.
74-75, data was revised.
Goddamn, that is impressive.
The tactics of fighting these drones were well worked out and rehearsed. For quite a while they're being intercepted mostly with mobile groups, or advanced fire teams, with the only drawback that they usually can pass the entire country until they're taken down. I'm pretty sure that the last 75th drone fell down on its own or somewhere not in the Kyiv Oblast.
Russia launched Saturday morning its most intense drone attack on Ukraine since the beginning of its full-scale invasion in 2022, targeting the Ukrainian capital. In Russia at the moment the Kremlin propaganda is still saying that it is all a special operation to liberate the eastern territories. Meanwhile in reality Putin orders to strike the capital, orders criminals to commit war crimes in Ukraine and kidnaps Ukrainian children. Just a little reminder of how ugly the situation is since last year.
On the Holodomor Remembrance Day.
It is nothing new. They increase strikes on Ukrainian Independence Day, or after a major visit from a Western official. They will increase their strikes on this day while at the same time claim that Holodomor is a myth and that all our ancestors are lying about their horrific experiences, which is a belief many Russians hold.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.